This is Broncos country, where fanhood runs deep. It's way more than just Sundays. From the high country to the eastern plains, Broncos fanhood is passed down from generation to generation. In Broncos country, life is marked by the team's ups and downs. Their story is your story. We're about to hear some incredible stories of Broncos fans whose fanhood has led them to do some crazy and beautiful things. Then you'll be the judge. Your vote will determine whose fanhood is worthy of the 9FanCard.
I am trying to prove that I am the Broncos' greatest fan, and where else would I be but at Broncos training camp? It's just exciting. I have been a fan for 50 years. I've followed them all over the country, all over the world. I'm a fighter. I retired 6 years ago and a year later was diagnosed with stage 3C breast cancer. I'm a 4-year, 8-month survivor now, and then in November I had the accident that led to the amputation. It says, "Please sign my leg," which technically is not my leg, but it's my socket. But I'm hoping to get a few players to sign it, and I'm just very excited to be back in football season.
I was born a Bronco fan, and you know, that's all I know. Hey everybody, I'm Chuck Abraham. We're in the Chuck's Bronco Garage, the best place to watch the Bronco games. This to me is just the best. When I moved into the house, it was all white, and as much as I love the Broncos, I was like, you know, I need a place to watch the games and relax and win, lose, or draw. They can lose every game, and I'll always be a fan. Oh, I have a photo wall that every time someone comes to the games or come hang out, I take a picture of them and put it on my photo wall. Even when I come home from a bad day, the garage door open, I know that I'm in my place of relaxation.
My name is Diane Jacqueline Kennedy. I've been a Bronco fan since 1976. I live and breathe Broncos, and I told my sister I want to get a tattoo for my birthday, so she paid for it. And then it just escalated. This one is the first one I got. And I got this one here, and then I got this one. It's a way of showing my loyalty and my faith to the team. And then I got these here. I got my first one about 4 years ago, and then Tim Tebow came into the picture. The whole country went wild when Tim Tebow was playing. But I love the Broncos whether they win or lose. I'm still a Bronco fan and always will be a Bronco fan.
I tell them when they come in my classroom, everybody is a Bronco fan. I'm Veronica Rodriguez. I am a moderate needs teacher in Douglas County. I think it's just important to support your team. I was a regular classroom for a couple years, and then I decided I wanted to go back into special education. I teach math, and since I'm such a big Bronco fan, I use Broncos every day in my lesson plans. We do a lot of what was the Bronco score, what was the opponent's score, let's subtract it. They really do seem to connect when you bring up sports. Von Miller is my favorite player, as you can see. And if you're not a Bronco fan, I'm sorry, because you should be one.
Okay, Broncos country, you've seen those incredible stories of fanhood, and there are more finalists on the 9FanCard section of 9news.com. Check them all out, and that's where you can vote. The winner of the 9FanCard gets to be in the tunnel with the Broncos as they come out for the final preseason game. One of a few prizes for the fan whose fanhood rises above the rest. Now you make the call, Broncos country. Which fan deserves the 9FanCard? Voting is open now. This is Broncos country, where fanhood runs deep. It's way more than just Sundays. Broncos fanhood is passed down from generation to generation. Their story is your story. Let's hear the stories of some more incredible Broncos fans whose fanhood has led them to do some crazy and beautiful things. Then you'll be the judge. Your vote will determine whose fanhood is worthy of the 9FanCard.
My name is Miranda Crispin. I've been a Broncos fan, I guess, for like 19 years. In January, I got that notification saying that Joe Flacco was going to start playing for us, and I immediately started freaking out. My whole family is Broncos fans, and I never knew anything other than that. Also, just liking the Broncos just, you know, connects me to my family a lot, and It would change, everything, because that's like one of my goals is to go to a game, but also just go to a game with my mom.
When other girls got to go to the father-daughter dance, those things were hard. My dad was a captain in the Air Force, and when I was 4, Dad was killed in a T-38 crash outside of Warren Air Force Base.
The blue car pulled up in front of my house and uniforms piled out.
He was my hero. He was a hero to the country, but he was also a hero to my mom. She used to hold Bronco parties, had some wonderful male role models in our lives because of those parties.
Stephen would be very, very proud, very proud.
Words are just fun. The Broncos have played a huge role in my writing, and this was a short piece about me and my dad going to the 2011 divisional playoff game between the Broncos and the Ravens. I woke up sweating, shaking the dream from my head. Writing helps me just express things I can't say. These nightmares from this game just happened. As Flacco dropped back. I love writing, I love reading. It was Ravens 38, Broncos 35. And when a story loses you, bringing you there, there's not much of a better feeling.
Every Sunday, it's like, oh good, they're playing again. Somewhere or another, just started watching them and said, this is fun. Since I've been sick, I've really been anxious for this season coming up. So I've been going through chemo and radiation for over 2 years now. They give me something to look forward to. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not working. So it's just a matter of time. Family, friends, they've all kept me going, and the Broncos, it's like I'm looking forward to Thursday night, for the game. So, obviously this was a huge setback, but I just try to take it, day at a time and enjoy life while I can.
Career-wise, I've been with Davey Tree for 4 years now. I loved it, cutting grass, taking care of the trees, and the tragic that things happen. We were at a job site. I tied in my lanyard. I got to the tie-in point, and I fell 25 feet and broke 6 of my vertebrae. I've just been here at home trying to find another hobby, trying to get something going, just to relieve the stress and get my mind off the bad situation. And when I do these art and crafts, I'm thinking about how I'm going to make the design or how I'm going to cut it out. It's life, and you got to accept it and adjust to it.
Okay, Broncos country, you've seen those incredible stories of fanhood, and there are more finalists on the 9FanCard section of 9news.com. Check them all out, and that's where you can vote. The winner of the 9FanCard gets to be in the tunnel with the Broncos as they come out for the final preseason game. Now you make the call, Broncos country. Which fan deserves the 9FanCard? Voting is open now.
He was my hero. He was a hero to the country, but he was also a hero to my mom.
Jana Oakes, who lost her father but found supportive male role models through the Broncos parties her family hosted.
It says, please sign my leg.
Melissa Pop, she made her love of the Broncos part of her.
This to me is just the best.
Chuck Abraham, who built a Broncos oasis and chronicles each visitor.
They bring out a good feeling.
Becky Robinson is determined to use every day she has remaining for something meaningful, and the Broncos mean so much to her.
When I do these art and crafts, I'm thinking about how I'm going to make the design or how I'm going to cut it out.
Ramon Chavez, injured and out of work, his dedication to the Broncos helps occupy his mind and his hands.
I love writing, I love reading. It was Ravens 38, Broncos 35.
Brandon Walker, he explores the world through words, and he finds the Broncos inspire his creativity.
In January, I got that notification saying that Joe Flacco was going to start playing for us, and I immediately started freaking out.
Miranda Crispin, a Broncos fan by birth, she wants to return the favor by taking her mom to a game.
It's a way of showing my loyalty and my faith to the team.
Diane Kennedy, her Broncos fandom is written all over her. 10 tattoos, including 5 Tebows.
I think it's just important to support your team.
And Veronica Rodriguez, a special education teacher who uses Broncos stats to teach her students math.
Your votes are in and counted, nearly 60,000 of them. And the winner of the 9FanCard is the woman who told us she is trying to make every day the best it can be. Becky Robinson is at tonight's game.
The way the community rallied was amazing, because it started off as a contest to win some football tickets. Then it ended up being more and more people reaching out, wanting to know how I'm doing, just being supportive. People from my class of '77 at Fairview to old co-workers at previous jobs, and just the support and how many people that I ended up being able to make contact with again has been great. The tickets and the seats and everything are great, but I think that's been more rewarding, is just getting back in touch with people and hearing nice things. With my health and everything, the words of encouragement have really meant a lot. It's I don't know, I can't say it's prolonged my life, but I'm gonna say, it could have. It's like, because it's been something very positive when there's not a whole lot positive going on. So yeah, it's been wonderful.
Five-step drop in the pocket. He throws the ball. He's got Fumagalli wide open. And catch an easy one indeed. He's made it to 40-yard line. Fumagalli is spun down to the turf.
Every Sunday it's like, oh good, they're playing again. They give me something to look forward to. I think it's when life deals you some blows that you find out what's a true friendship. Somebody who's there for you when you call them up and say, I got to get to this doctor, I can't drive. I'm on my way, Becky, That's sort of the epitome of friendship. So back in 67, 8? Somewhere
69.
in there. 69,
yeah,
okay.
69. Mesa Elementary.
Yep. Mesa Elementary, 5th grade.
Yep,
a long time ago. It's sort of hard to explain. Why is it when you meet somebody, you're like, you're going to be my friend? And that's just sort of how it was.
Even in school, I remember her Bronco attire. She always knew all the players. She always was the biggest Bronco fanatic. That's the thing, is when I saw the contest, I immediately thought of Becky, because she was just always the ultimate Bronco fan.
We want you to help us decide the ultimate Broncos fan.
9 fans will be featured during Broncos halftime.
Winner will get to see the Broncos take on the Cardinals at Mile High.
So I started writing an essay, and I asked Becky's permission if I could submit it, and I had her read it before I sent it in.
Yeah, that was good.
This just seemed like an appropriate thing to do.
My name's Becky Robinson, and I've been a Bronco fan since the early 70s. I've been battling this cancer since 2014, and it was gone, and it came back in 2017, so I've been going through chemo and radiation for over 2 years now. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not working. So it's just a matter of time. But I've enjoyed it while I've been here.
One thing is that she said she wanted to go to San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dip her feet in the ocean one more time, and that seemed like it was going to be a challenge.
Yeah, yeah. Getting me on a plane was going to be challenging.
So this contest seemed like I think I just wanted to give her something really big. I'm going to have to go to... Sorry.
And the winner of the 9FanCard is the woman who told us she is trying to make every day the best it can be. Becky Robinson is at tonight's game.
Oh, this breeze feels so good. Perfect. Yep. I think it'll be great memories. It couldn't have happened at a better time, definitely. And I wasn't there very long until we saw Emmanuel Sanders.
You gonna be on the sideline when we warm up?
I think so, for a little while.
Philip Lindsay to come sign your jersey.
That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. I would really like that. Thank you. All right. The way the community rallied was amazing. It started off as a contest to win some football tickets. Then it ended up being more and more people reaching out, wanting to know how I'm doing. The tickets and the seats and everything are great, but I think that's been more rewarding, is just getting back in touch with people. And so, yeah, no, it definitely became a lot more than just a football game. A lot more. There he is. There's Philip. I've been waiting for you. Yes, yes. Oh, here. Oh, you made my day. Well, I've stopped all treatments just because they've determined that it's such a long shot at this point. I know. It's okay.
I feel like Becky was always part of my family, and I always feel like I was part of Becky's family.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely, whether you like it or not. I don't know, I can't say it's prolonged my life, but, I'm going to say it could have been something very positive when there's not a whole lot positive going on. Couldn't ask for a better friend to have done it with.
We tend to meet people on one of their worst days or one of their best days. We witnessed some of both in the short time we knew Becky Robinson from Boulder County. The winner of the 9FanCard contest passed away last night.
We first met Becky Robinson when she was short on days and long on gratitude. Not even hospice and an oxygen hose could hide her smile and her thankfulness for a friend like Mary, who knew that Becky wouldn't be able to dip her toes in the ocean again like she wanted, but would love the chance to see her beloved Denver Broncos up close. You made that happen, voting Becky the winner of the 9FanCard contest. We weren't sure if Becky would feel up to going, but she gathered the strength to go along with that gratitude, and she soaked up every moment with Mary at her side. There was no hiding that Becky's time was short. Knowing that made people uncomfortable, she was quick to smile, to laugh, and in the quiet moments, to tell everyone that she had enjoyed every moment. 60 years of moments. Her proudest were those spent raising her son, Will. We think of him tonight as we remember Becky Robinson, a mother, a fan, a friend.